can't just watch from the stands like a fan anymore. I'm a journalist.
My job is to put eyes where my viewers aren't able to go.
And to tell the stories you might not hear. News Vision encourages me to think outside the box. I take the big stories and give my audience a new vision.
I'm the reporter,
The producer, the writer, and anchor of tomorrow. No doubt about it.
News Vision is world news made local by Howard University's soon-to-be professionals.
And we will be professional. Rundown, 3, 2.
A big issue for women is their skin, especially women of color. Skin is one of the most complicated things to master. We go from dealing with acne to trying to prevent wrinkles. News Vision reporter Taylor Gordon investigates the age-old saying, "Black don't crack."
There are a host of black celebs who seem to defy the act of time by not aging. While some may argue they found the fountain of youth, there's one thing we can't deny. Black don't crack. But what is it about black skin that doesn't seem to fade with time? According to Dr. Yolanda Holmes, if you're melanin-filled, you may have hit the jackpot when it comes to looking young a lot longer.
Well, I think that we're very fortunate and blessed because we have melanin in our skin that protects us against the sun. The sun causes fine lines, wrinkles, and spots on your skin, and because of the pigment, we're protected somewhat.
But with a world filled with countless products, what should you do to make sure your skin stays ageless?
I recommend that you wash your skin twice daily, in the morning and at night before you go to bed. In the morning, you want to put on a moisturizer and something with a sunscreen. You can probably get them combined, or you could do them separately.
And with the world filled with skincare products, it's important to realize what you need and what you might not.
While there's lots of products out there, many may worry that they can't get celeb clear skin without celeb money.
There are so many product lines available, but some of the lines that are affordable are in the drugstore. So you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money to get good products.
You really only need two things to assure your black won't crack.
The important thing is to use a moisturizer with sunscreen. Moisturize and sunscreen. Moisturize and sunscreen should be your motto.
For News Vision, I'm Taylor Gordon.
For women who compete in pageants, beauty is more than skin deep.
Pageants are very popular across the world, but a few people know about the hard work that these women put in before they hit the stage. News Vision reporter Bria Nicole Stone has the story.
Pageants have served as entertainment to fans for many years, while also providing career and educational opportunities for many young women and men. To outsiders, pageant girls are known for their gowns, extensive wardrobe, and stage performances. However, it is a world full of competitiveness and perseverance. Ardell Dickerson, the reigning Miss Teen Maryland for International Junior Miss, has been competing for years and is training to become a national title holder.
So I started pageants when I was around 15 years old. I got a letter in the mail and I was a little apprehensive whether or not I wanted to do it or not because of the specifics, like controversial issues that come with pageants, but I just went in there and I did really well in my first pageant. I got top 5, so I kind of went with that. When I competed for National American Miss, that was more of a natural-based pageant. As soon as I did NAM, I quickly moved to United States, which was more of on a glitzier spectrum. So I had to do, for NAM, I had to do more interview and more community service, and a few months later for United States, I was, in a 2-piece swimsuit on stage in front of my whole family.
While many pageant fans love seeing the beautiful gowns and the choreographed runway walks on the stage, many don't actually know about the hard work, training, and dedication that it takes to wear the crown.
Many girls often hire coaches to help with their runway walk, their stage presence, and their interview.
I believe the highest paying job should go to educators. I feel as though we're putting the time out to educate our youth.
Shantae Parks, a current title holder and coach for many young girls, talks about the importance of training.
Coaching and training is very important to a pageant girl because you get more than one opinion other than your own. When we train, we do not train in hair and makeup, in dresses and ball gowns. We come here to work. We are in sweatpants, shorts, sports bras, anything to make sure that she's doing what she's supposed to.
Although coaches are helpful, personal development is equally important.
And then I also do a lot of self-training, and with self-training comes with a lot of interview practice, eating healthy, working out, going to the gym. I don't think that just because we compete in swimsuits and we have two pieces, that kind of drives me more to become more physically active. As an ambassador and role model for a specific system, you're representing a demographic of young girls and they want to see that you're out in the community doing something. You guys can follow me on my social media accounts. On Facebook, it's International Junior Miss Maryland Team 2017, and on Instagram, it's Ardell Dickerson.
For News Vision, I'm Brianna Nicole Stone.
Pageant season began with the crowning of Miss Universe, which was won by Demi Lee Nell Peters of South Africa.
Some only imagine to live to be 100 years old. Dorothy Rodgers, a DC resident, turned 100 years old in May. She's active in her church, sorority, has a sharp memory, and yes, she still drives. How does one stay so fly at 100? She told me her big secret.
100, over 100. It was 100 in May.
So you're 100 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you just look at Dorothy Rodgers, you never would have guessed that she's 100 years old.
Well, I want him to make me some eyebrows.
Yeah. You all right? And yes, she still drives. While she doesn't drive everywhere, she always drives to church and sits in this pew almost every Sunday. She says the secret is staying active.
Well, I think the main thing is to be walking, especially outside. To be outside if you can walk around, because walking does keep you active and it's good for your health.
Mrs. Rodgers isn't the only one with longevity. Her husband lived till he was 104.
We were married in November 11th, 1942, and he died just last year. So we've been married 73 years.
Much of their marriage was devoted to traveling to all 50 of the United States and 33 countries.
George always wanted to go to travel, so we went to all these countries, and every state in the United States we drove to, except we drove to Alaska, but not Hawaii. So I just used to keep notes, and I came back and typed them up and sent one copy to my aunt and then my friends. So then somebody said, well, you should write a book. So then I just put all those notes together and wrote the book about our travels.
The book is titled, I Wish You Were Here, and talks about all of her experiences.
The worst part about the segregation when we were traveling, because you didn't have anywhere to stop overnight. So we'd have to just sleep in the car to rest up for a while and then keep going.
Now that George is gone, Mrs. Rodgers lives all by herself, but she's never lonely.
And then, of course, I have some help with the housework and all. And I have relatives that visit. Sometimes they come and spend a weekend.
Any regrets? She has zero.
I had a full life.
Mrs. Rodgers says she rarely gets sick and still flies to Florida to see her only child and 2 grandchildren. She tells me she'll make that trip until she can't fly anymore.
Wow. She's truly an inspiration.
Yeah, it was an honor to be able to talk to her.
I bet it was. Well, there's more ahead on News Vision. A scary incident on Howard's campus just before homecoming. What happened and how students reacted. Next. And how some students got a head start, compliments of the Kathy Hughes School of Communications.